This is an update on the Moscow, Idaho murder trials, the murder of the four college students, Kaylee Gonzalez, Madison Logan, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin. The trial was moved to Ada County, which I believe is Boise, and the new judge had a hearing this last week. I really liked him. He seemed like a no nonsense kind of judge. He laid the law down, said, this is how it will be going forward. If you file a motion, you must email my aide, well, assistant, whatever you call him, and so on. Then Ann Taylor, I'm getting to where I really don't like her. She's a complainer. The last hearing in Latah County, she complained and complained that she was not getting no discovery, that the state was not following through on their Brady um, obligations. This last week, at in front of the new judge, she said that she needed more time because they've gotten 358 gigabytes of discovery since August of last year. What the hell? That's a lot of data, discovery rather, and she's gotten it since August of last year. So that means at the last hearing, she lied to the court. She told the court she was not getting discovery. What's at issue here is the discovery that the FBI has. Now, she thinks that the state can demand the FBI to turn over evidence that they have. The state cannot do that. The state can request the evidence from the FBI. It's up to the FBI if or when they ever turn it over. That is not, the state cannot stand on their soapbox and say, give me this, give me that. She's delusional if she thinks that. Because the FBI does things on their time frame. They don't do it on your time frame. You make the request and then you have to wait. Sometimes they give it up, sometimes they don't. That's just how the FBI works. And for her to sit there and act like that the prosecutors can demand the FBI turn shit over is just beyond delusional. I just get very aggravated with her. You know, she put in this motion to make sure that Brian Koberger appears at all hearings in civilian clothes, in a suit, and the judge told her at the hearing, he said, I approved him appearing in civilian clothes for this hearing only. Think about that for a second. It sounded like to me he wasn't going to take any of her nonsense. And he laid down the law. And there's rumors that Bill Thompson is going to step aside and let another prosecutor handle it. What I hope is that he lets his co-counsel, Miss Jennings, handle it, because she is spot on. When Ann Taylor complained about no discovery at the Latah hearing, it was Miss Jennings that stood up and told the court the following, that they have been given 358 gigabytes of data. Then she held up a 3-inch 3-ring binder and she went through the, the discovery, type by type, what they got and what was given over to the defense to show that they're not holding nothing back. She said, paper discovery. She held up the 3-ring binder and she said they've gotten equivalent to 64 of these 3-ring binders. Digital discovery, they've gotten equivalent to 60 of these 3-ring binders. And she just went through it, uh, I would call it style by style, the different types, let's say type by type, the different types of discovery, what they have gotten and what they have immediately turned over to the defense. And she told the court on Friday, or not Friday, this last week, that if the defense have gotten other discovery, the defense has not told them what they have gotten. That's huge. That is huge. That means that everything that the state has gotten, we have said here, turned it over, but the defense has not done the same. But the defense complains about not getting discovery. What kind of bullshit is that? How can you sit there and get 358 gigabytes of discovery and turn around and say we haven't gotten any discovery? And then for the new judge to ask him more time for trial because you've gotten so much discovery that you've had to get extra people to handle the discovery. Well, that's not the judge's problem. It's not the state's problem. That is your problem. You shouldn't get more time to go over your evidence. They were talking about the trial starting in June, but this judge said he doesn't like to do these kind of trials in the summer because a lot of people have kids. The jurors would have to have sitters for their kids, cancel their vacations. He's looking at September. So that will be interesting to see what he has what he has scheduled between now and September. It sounds like he's going to hold both sides' feet to the fire and move forward, which it's about time. These kids' families deserve closure. They deserve justice. And the defense trying to say that it was someone else is a line of BS. According to Kaylee Gonzalez's dad, there is, excuse me, DNA evidence that there's his DNA on her sleeve and on and under her legs. That's all that he would go there. He said, try saying that DNA evidence doesn't exist, Ann Taylor. Well, that's what I have for you today on this. We will get back with you soon. Talk to you soon. Bye.